All right, guys. This is a Week 1 NGS Division C West matchup between Do It Right and Guys Gems. Today, on the left-hand side, we are going to have Do It Right. Let me just set this up really quick. There we go. All right, so on the left-hand side, that's better. We have Do It Right. And on the right hand side we have Guys Gems. Please excuse the overlay because it's on an old patch. It does appear that my alley ops will not work for this, but nonetheless we're gonna give you a cast. We're gonna have a good time. So on the left hand side we have Hannibal on the Uther, we have Ronin on what looks like Sonya, Iceman's gonna be playing that Cassia, Tantrum's on a Varian, and in the top lane we have Lady Ronin on Sergeant Hammer. On the right hand side we have Swish on Jaina, we have Spoogles playing a Nubarak, Crumb's gonna be on that Bright Wing, and we see Cody Kraz on the Tracer. Did I miss Thrall up top? We do. We have Odin playing Thrall in that top lane up against Sergeant Hammer. All right, so let's check out the action here. Already, we have Sonya unusually showing up here in the 4-man. So very exciting to see Sonya outside of a solo lane. We'll see what she can do with this wave clear. And right off the bat, we have the Do It Right squad in a quick rotation down to this bot lane. I love seeing the rotations coming out quick, especially with that Sonya with them. She's gonna be able to rotate very quickly up to the mid and bot lane. So here we go, Sonya again, clearing away, no one there to contest her, and this is gonna be some pretty free gems.
The ancient shrines.
All right, so let's slowly scroll down here and figure out how I can get you guys some talents, because again I don't have Aliabs up, which is unfortunate. You can actually see them up at the top. So we have Shot of Fury coming out from Sonya. That's another unusual talent. So every time she swings, her maximum fury is going to be a little bit higher, possible of 50. So she's gonna be looking to build it up pretty high and hopefully sustain through a lot of these fights. And right off the bat we see Ronin picking up the siege camp. Those siege giants are going to be coming out, helping this bot lane push for Do It Right. And Tantrum being what happens to be their solo tank now, he's not going to be really tanky until level 10. And does he fall? No. Brightwing barely missing that shot there. Very close. Crumbs trying to come through with it, didn't quite get it. And here is phase number 1. These shrines at the top and the bottom have now spawned. At the top we see Sergeant Hammer leading this fight against the Thrall with her range that she gets, and at the bot side we see Tantrum on that Varian also picking it up. So siege giants pushing. We have a huge push right now for Do It Right, and let me see if I can close that. There we go, a little bit closed out. So Do It Right already doing a little bit of damage on this bot wall, and finally Guys Gems picking up their siege camp to match. Tracer now gonna try to harass this Uther a bit, and they're gonna get a little bit of a clear out on these giants, but this signals to Do It Right, hey, let's get on top, let's try to get this mid. And we see right now Iceman on the Cassia clicking on that Dragon Knight, and they do secure it. So only 2 minutes and 40 seconds into this game, Do It Right already getting the first Dragon Knight of the game. Let's split around, look at some of these builds. We see Varian taking 2 of the W talents there. I like to see that. We have Charge Strikes and the Ring of Bleach on Cassia. Another 2 great talents I love to see. Nerubian Armor Standard from a Nubarak on the other side coming out. Bed of Barbs is going to be the talent at level 4. And to talk about the Thrall, I think properly taking Echo of the Elements up in that solo lane. Here's a lot of damage being put out by Jaina. Let's see if we can take a quick look over at how she's doing on her quest. And it looks like 5,207 damage already done by Jaina, so pretty decent start. And I really like to see that. She's dropping her Blizzard effectively. I've seen her combo a few times with her Q and her W, and then sometimes the E's also coming out. So if she can level up that quest quickly in this game, I think Jaina could be an impact player, especially you see her picking up her Frost armor. She's gonna be a little bit tankier, so to speak. Fingers of Frost can help her with the mana consumption. And I wish I could check the globes. It looks like she's already at 12 out of 20 of the globes, so love to see that. right now, both teams on their bruiser camps. We can see this on each end of the screen right now. So Ronin able to solo it, but on the right hand side for Guys Gems, they have 3 people trying to push down that camp, and Sonya able to do it a little bit faster. And this is a great opportunity right now for Do It Right. Work on this bot lane and try to get down this fort. You know the other team's not there. You only have the Jaina contesting. Oh, but I do like this. They're gonna opt to pick up this bottom bruiser camp to also push to help them get down this fort in the bot lane. So great decision point here. And hey, I appreciate that follow. Bora with the subscription. You monkey. God, you, man. Love you, man. Thank you so much. You're my first subscriber on the channel. So awesome to finally be a Twitch affiliate. Really appreciate that. Iceman gonna fall. The Cassia could not get away. A great dive in by Anubarak. The follow-up by Jaina with that Blizzard. Unbelievable play there. The Kona Cold came out perfectly as well. And now they're going to get what equates to be a free clear on this bruiser camp. So they wasted that time taking it, and no more than 3 seconds later, it's going to be wiped out. Not even getting down the well on the bot side. So Ronin gonna keep doing their thing. Gonna pick up another camp. This one's gonna be the blue siege camp on the bot side. That's gonna push through the bot lane as well. So I love the camp pressure coming out. They're wasting no time getting on these camps, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Sonya try to look for a kill here. Oh, and it's the Jaina. The Jaina's in trouble. She's been able to walk away, protected properly by Spoogles on that Anubarak. And I love what I'm seeing. More and more of this. The camp pressure, focusing on this bot lane especially, and now moving into the enemy siege camp is Do It Right. Hannibal there now on the Uther, Tantrum on the Varian, Iceman on the Cassia, and of course Ronin on that Sonya. No problem. That siege camp falls. They already have their own pushing in the lane, so this is a huge push right now in the bot lane. I'd love to see all 4 members just kind of jump in, take this out, and they're gonna start with the well, and now Ronin leading the way on Sonya. They're gonna take out this bot fort. Iceman picks up the bot shrine, so they're in great position right now. They're not worried about a dragon pickup for Guys Gems. They're not worried much about the top because Sergeant Hammer's been doing a great job against that Thrall. You still have 3 of these siege giants pushing right now. So they can just, I love this. They're gonna move right up to the mid lane, start working on another fort. Excuse my phone dinging there. My friend text messaging me saying, hope you have a great cast right now, Murda. I'm gonna tune in and listen to what you're doing. And sorry, I was off screen a bit, but right there, you had Sergeant Hammer winning that top shrine. The bot shrine was already taken, so Do It Right picking up the second Dragon Knight of the game, and Tracer, it looked like on the top side, was able to pick up that Sergeant Hammer. So here's gonna be the second fort dropping, the second well dropping. Hannibal on the Uther is in a decent position to not get flanked, but Thrall coming in on this Cassia. The armor's gonna come out onto her from the Uther, and he's gonna fall. A great bouncing orb of destruction. That ball lightning from Iceman and the Cassia coming out huge, gonna pick off that Thrall. They still have a Dragon Knight, and Sergeant Hammer has just respawned. She's heading up to the top lane. Dragon Knight, this is perfect strategy. Take out this wall. You still have a lot of health. Get what you can. Don't stand in Jaina's. Oh, but Jaina dropping the Ring of Frost. Going to connect on Uther, but there's no follow-up available from the Anubarak. The Brightwing was there, and a huge BFG chunking down 3. Anubarak, Tracer, and Brightwing all getting hit with that one. And Varian finally able to do his thing. He's got his taunt, and he's ready to go. Stunned right now, but will he dive in looking for this taunt? Oh, Ronin hits the Poison Spear, taking out Tracer. That's going to be a 25-second cooldown on her respawn, and I think this signals to keep getting some pressure in this lane, but instead they're going to opt to spread out, start picking up some more experience in the lanes. The top's going to be handled by Cassia and Sergeant Hammer. Here in the bot we have Sonya and the Uther picking up what they can. 13 almost online for Do It Right. And a huge gang squad roaming up on this top side. Let's take a look. The ball light is going to drop from Cassia. The Blizzard connects while stunned onto the Cassia, so her armor was not activated, and the full effects of Jaina's Blizzard were able to drop down. Cassia going to fall out of this match for a few moments here, but right now, you see the camps available on the map. Again, you have 3 on the side of Guys Gems picking that one up. On the left-hand side, we have Sonya doing work, picking up that Bruiser camp. And I think, again, just the fact that you can have Sonya solo this by herself, a huge BFG coming again, just gonna nick that Anubarak. But again, back to my point, with the Sonya able to solo this camp by herself and having to put so much resources on the side of guys gems able to take their own, you have twice the speed able to happen for Do It Right, and they're able to now push up into this top lane, get a clear along with their Sergeant Hammer, all 5 members now on the top side, get this Bruiser camp out of the way, make room for your own coming through, and then hopefully pick out the 3rd fort of the game. But if we check out the bottom side of the map, we see guys gems respecting their strategy, and they're gonna match it on the bottom side. And this is the better lane, especially considering their bot wall's already been touched a bit, their bot fort's already down, so they're trying to match some damage in this bot lane along with their siege camp. So I'd love to see now this Jaina move forward and do some damage. There's a blizzard dropping on the full wave, plus the tower, plus the wall. You have the bruisers now in the battle. The bottom shrine is gonna be picked up by guys gems, but they see on the top side that Sonya pushing in heavy with their bruiser camp. They have to get back to match. That's the both of the towers down. They're stuck on the bridge, but without any sort of damage. They're not worried. They see the Jaina show up. They're gonna back up just a bit, and I think this is where they're gonna start looking for some kills. They have 14 advantage, still a level away from getting the talent advantage though. And here they find Thrall. The Sundering's gonna come down, Ronin on the front. The Sonya in trouble, but Tracer gonna fall huge to another well-placed BFG by Sergeant Hammer. So Sergeant Hammer now is gonna run to this bot lane. She's gonna pick up the bot shrine, and the Sonya and Cassie are gonna clear out both of the camps. So you have a bruiser and a siege still pushing. We're able to get through that 1 fort like butter. So they have to respect it. This bot lane is the most important lane on this map. So I love seeing them respond to this and make sure that they get rid of it before it actually gets that wall down. It's time to regroup though. Both teams full strength on the map. The bot side is about even in terms of where that wave is pushed out. I'd love to see this battle break out once Do It Right hits 16. They cannot take this fight until they get this little bit of XP, and they do. So now the 16 advantage, a huge advantage for Do It Right here. Tracer is stuck out. The taunt comes, and she is instantly blasted to death. The poison spear, the taunt, all the damage coming up from Sergeant Hammer. So right now there's really not much guys gems can do. They have to back up and respect this 5-man push. Sonya's able to freely walk up to the top, pick up that top shrine. This is going to be Varian hopping in another Dragon Knight. So it's going to be, from the looks of it, the 3rd of the game for Do It Right. Oh, but Thrall, you're stuck out now. Uther got you with that stun, and you have Varian coming with the possible taunt. He's going to try to get on this bot. The Sundering comes. Can he hold it long enough? And he doesn't. Uther able to get in there just in time. The Dragon Knight picked up by Do It Right, booting away that Jaina. Check out this fight in the bot side, because we did see the Cocoon come out, but no follow-up. Iceman now the one in trouble, all alone. The ball lightning's gonna drop, hitting all the members. Iceman gonna do a little bit of fend action, but not enough. The Brightwing heals are there. Mid-side, you see the Dragon Knight got that wall down, ready to rotate with their team. Oh, Brightwing caught out in front of the wall, and the big kick on the Tracer there we saw, but she's able to recall back to her Jaina, and I think they got to push down this mid fort. No healer available. You have your full team still up, some good health. You got the BFG still here if they can finish up a kill. You got Iceman doing all sorts of damage. The charge strikes are hitting big, and another taunt onto Tracer. Tracer gonna fall, but right there we see Jaina throwing the Ring of Frost. Not gonna be able to do the damage needed. They did pick up the Cassia, but this is still 4-on-2 right now. This middle keep is in trouble. Varian's got to wait for his minions to show up, though. Another huge Sundering by Thrall. Oh my gosh, the chase is on. There's the Beta Barbs coming, but the taunt falling on Thrall. Again, the 40% armor reduction hitting onto 2 members. Wow. Odin, you are happy to move away from that with your life, my friend. I think you got to go back to your well, get that health back, hopefully survive, defend this bot lane push, because Sonya able to steal that siege camp's gonna push down this bot lane. Another wall threatened. Guys gems are in big trouble. This fort wall keep wall needs to resist this push, and thankfully for them, Uther and Varian are gonna move away, and it looks like they're gonna opt to pick up this bruiser camp. No, they're moving past it. They see a pick available on this draw. Odin gonna win Fury away, but there's a stun. There's another stun. The taunt is used, but not enough. Thrall able to just skirt away. Is he getting enough heals from Brightwing? And the speed dust gets him out of there. Turning it around now is Jaina with a huge blizzard. The slows all over that Varian. He's gonna fall. Uther now the one in trouble. A huge sundering again, and that's a double kill for Guys Gems. They are back in this game. Even talents right now. Huge pickup there on the Bridge of Death. You had the Varian and the Uther a little bit cocky, maybe thinking that they can move in on that Thrall, and Brightwing. Crumbs, huge plays there, picking up that double kill with your team just in time before these two shrines are going to spawn. And let's see, both teams are getting these bruisers out. You have the Sonya, the Cassia, and the Sergeant Hammer taking the ones for Do It Right. On the right hand side, you had Guys Gems picking it up for them, so they're going to push and meet just about evenly on the top side. But all you have is Crumbs on this Brightwing. She's all alone. Do they see this? Cassia with the flank now. Crumbs in big trouble. Gonna get blinded. The polymorph comes out. Ooh, and great speeding away from that chain lightning is Crumbs on that Brightwing. Able to skirt away. They don't control the shrine, but having your life and hopefully a chance at a fight here for Guys Gems. Maybe they can do it again now. Even levels, both teams level 18. And we see both teams posturing, but you have Thrall and Anubrag split from your team. Varian's gonna come in, look for the taunt on Thrall, but gets rooted by that Frostwolf. Now, Odin able to skirt away with his life. All 5 members from Do It Right here at the middle, right by the Dragon Shrine. And on the top side, you have the Tracer, the Brightwing, and the Jaina trying to push back that bruiser camp that was pushing on. Brightwing able to now go uncontested onto the top shrine. Still here in the mid, you have another sundering, but no follow-up this time. Odin was not able to get his team on the same page. We're going to trade control of these shrines and kind of reset this battle here for a second. Ladies and gents, this is quite the game we're having here. It's great rotations. It's great instinct from both teams. I love what I'm seeing from Tantrum on this Varian, able to pick off these squishy targets. Oh, and a huge blizzard landing onto that Sergeant Hammer. The D-Shield's gonna have to drop out of the match, but a huge BFG gonna chunk out 3 members. Tracer's now on the backside, low health, connected with some sort of weird vortex of a chain from Sonya. This is some bizarre shit going on here, ladies and gentlemen. That spear from Sonya is revealing exactly where that Tracer is. So I don't know if this is intended or what, but okay, it finally unconnects when she casts it again. That was a funny bug. Love to see that. All right, so Sonya on the bot side has Cassia with her. They're gonna pick up another bruiser camp. Uther there to get some heals, and then I think this is the right play. Just play it out. No fights till 20. If you're either team, you don't want this fight right now. But this is Div C West. There is no fear. They might do it anyway. Free clearing now. Jaina able to get that Blizzard casted off successfully. Gonna clear out that bruiser camp. Would have loved to see a little bit more presence in the lane from Do It Right there. Instead, they want to pick up their own siege camp. Understandably so. Someone's gonna have to make their way up to the top from Do It Right. I'm gonna be surprised to see if it's not the Sergeant Hammer that they've kept up there. Instead, it looks like Cassia leading the way on that doubloon mount in that pirate skin. Iceman gonna cap up that topside shrine. And Guys Gems, they know, they see that movement through the minion wave, signals, hey, let's move as a team onto this bottom shrine. So perfectly so, picking that up to match the exchange on the shrines. And right now, you have the guys from Do It Right sitting in this middle side, probably waiting for a rotation to come through, but the safe rotation smartly coming out from Guys Gems. They're able to move through their right past their siege camp through this little alleyway. They're going to go up to the top as a team, and it looks like they're going to trade out this rotation again. All of this trading leads me to want to say one thing. You have a Brightwing on the side of Guy's Gems. Let's use that global to your advantage. Keep this Brightwing up here in the top. Secure this top with her. Send the rest of your team down to take the fight. And then once it's ready, you have your 5-man collapse on them with the Brightwing, able to split them out with an Emerald Wind. You also have the Sundering able to keep them in place. So let's see it happen. Right now, we see them coming from the front side, so a defensive position being taken by Guy's Gems. They're not opting for the flanking position with the Thrall and that Sundering. So Do It Right is now able to safely rotate again as a team of 5 up to this mid lane. They're probably going to move as 5 up to the top lane. Do they see this? Bruiser Camp, this is a fight. Varian diving in, is going to get the taunt. The Ring of Frost connects on no one. The Ball of Lightning going to drop from Cassia, going to get some value, and the Emerald Wind has to be used to save the team. I don't think Do It Right is going to come through any further, but that's Infinite Ball Lightning getting a lot of value, and Cassia wanted to see if she could finish off anything. Now, the BFG has been upgraded to a global BFG, so this thing is now putting Guy's Gems on a timer. If Sergeant Hammer can drop this properly, it's going to have continuous damage on the map, and all the while she is able to get that top shrine, and Sonya's able to pick up the 3rd Dragon Knight of the game. Or is this the 4th? I think it's the 3rd. The 3rd Dragon Knight of the game, and hopefully for them, pick up finally the first keep of the game. This BFG is just sending its full damage up this lane. It's actually missing the keep, so gonna need a reposition from Lady Ronin on that if it wants to get any value. Huge cocoon onto that Varian. The Blizzard's gonna drop. Varian's gonna come out of the cocoon. No damage done. The keep is down. I'd love to see a rotation onto this bot keep as well, but the taunt coming down. Tracer gonna fall. That's gonna be a 60-second timer. Brightwing in trouble. Can the Dragon Knight get there to finish anything? No. A new brag on the front side gonna help delay any sort of attack there. Huge. The Varian just followed the Anubrak with that charge all the way to the bot side. And here's the damage coming in. The BFG gonna hit, but the shield came out at the proper time. Jaina respawning, hits the Ring of Frost and a Blizzard onto Cassia. So again, Cassia without the armor can't sustain through that sort of damage. Hannibal on Uther gonna fall. Sergeant Hammer gonna fall on the backside to that Thrall. 20% on the core, 18% can Varian do it by himself. Hannibal gonna able to join through with that redemption. GG, well played. Game 1 gonna go over to Do It Right. All right, so I'm gonna take a quick 3-minute break. I gotta swap up the overlay because we had a switch of sides apparently happen between games. So give me a moment, catch my breath. You guys grab some water, do what you gotta do, and I will see you right back here in about 3 minutes. All right. We're back. Welcome back, everyone. This is week 1 replay cast of Do It Right versus Guys Gems. This is going to be game number 2. We saw game 1 go over to Do It Right. They were on the blue side. This next game, we're going to see the teams swap sides and battle it out in game number 2 on Cursed Hollow. So let me hit this watch solo button. We're going to hop into the old client again, just so you know, and hopefully have no sorts of bugs go on. But very good first match. I love the Merc pressure constantly coming out from both sides, especially Do It Right, able to pick up those camps with ease with that Sonya they had. And it looks like they're swapping some of these heroes around a bit. They have the Uther here again, but let me put on the proper overlay and get into this.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
All right, so on the left-hand side, we have Guys Gems. We have Stwish on the Rhaegar. We have Odin on Nazeebo. We have Crumb switching from healer over to a Diablo. Spoogle's again going to play that Anubarak. And playing Tychus tonight is going to be Cody Kraz. On the right-hand side, we have the game 1 winners. Do It Right. Lady Ronin going to pick up that Zagara. Iceman switching from Cassia, this time over to Hanzo. Tantrum going to play the Johanna. We have Ronin on the Jaina, and Hannibal once again gonna return to what might be his favorite hero, the Uther. So right off the bat, we see this Hanzo throwing out that vision arrow, gonna give some vision of where the enemy team is here in this mid lane, and we see 4 members of Guys Gems hanging out there, but it looks like Crumbs on this Diablo is gonna look for Zagara, and did he see her? I don't know, but now Zagara is in trouble. Rhaegar gonna be in pursuit and not on the same page, but I guess properly so, because Hanzo and the full team there to protect that Zagara. And looks like some free clear here in the bot lane. Gonna be Crumbs and Stwish picking that up. So Hanzo's gonna be the one to respond. Iceman switching from Cassia, this time over on the Hanzo. Gonna get the clear going. A little bit of damage done to these towers, but no big deal. Iceman able to do that with ease. Ronin taking the Jaina away from Cody Kraz. This time Cody Kraz on that Tychus. Love to see what's going to happen when that hero switches hands. So you have Jaina once again. This time it's going to be up against an Anubarak though. So it's going to be ability damage reduction. The spell armor on Anubarak, especially with Nerubian armor at level 1, not going to be too easy to damage that Anubarak down. So this matchup in the mid lane right now, it's gotta favor Guys Gems, and Cody Kraz with that minigun damage available to go out onto Johanna. It's gonna be all over the place without a healer right now. Cody Kraz is really the hero to watch in that mid lane matchup, but you got the Jaina, you got the siege camp, and you know Do It Right loves to get this Merc pressure going. So Jaina's gonna show up already low mana, but you got Hannibal on the Uther gonna show up to give her a little bit of support. All 3 lanes still being soaked up by her team. You got the Johanna there in mid. You got the Zagara facing off against a Nazeebo in the top lane, which is a really fun matchup to watch. I think Zagara will have the advantage here, especially considering if she can get that Nidus network going at level 10. And in this bot lane, it's gotta be favoring Do It Right with the Hanzo and the Uther showing up here against just a solo lane Diablo. The Crumbs trying to do what he can. He's just picking up Crumbs worth of experience. Tychus there. Is he going to be available with a little bit of a dive? And the minigun's coming out on a Hanzo. Does he have a grenade to finish it? And he does. First kill of the game. Going over the Guys Gems. Perfectly executed by that Tychus, coming through right in time with a beautiful dive in from the Diablo. Crumbs playing it right, and on the top side we missed it, but it was Nazeebo picking up that Zagara, and this is gonna be a lot of pushing now. Nazeebo in the top lane with his team. The Trib's already there. They got the siege camp. Keep doing damage on that wall. Instead, it's gonna be Odin picking up the first tribute of the game. It's going over to Guys Gems. The level advantage 6-5. Guys Gems, they lost game 1. They are not looking to lose game 2. This is a 4-man push with the siege giant in the top lane. Bot side, you got the Uther pushing with his siege giants. Jaina's the one on defense, up against, again, we mentioned that Anubarak with the Nerubian armor, able to withstand a lot of that Jaina damage. Zagara's now back. It's time to split these lanes up. Zagara wants to be here, wants to fight against this Nazeebo. Ronin's gonna now do what she can to get out of there. And there she goes, mounting up on that steed. Gonna head towards the bot lane, but no. Jaina's waiting for this Nazeebo to come out and play. Are they gonna take this attack? Zagara now leaving it. It's gonna be just the Jaina up against Nazeebo, and the Blizzards connect in full force. Oh, and Zagara's coming back to play as well. Lady Ronin now gonna throw out that Hunter Creeper. Odin's got to retreat behind the wall, but Jaina had to do the same, tapping on her well. And it's bot side tribute number 2 spawning. In position. They lost the first one. They're not losing the second one. It's do it right. Setting up in their vision. You got the Hanzo showing up. I'd be surprised not to see his vision arrow fall here as well. You got a little bit of creep out from Zagara, and there's the vision arrow, properly revealing the full team there. But Tantrum on Johanna is going to get pushed into a wall. It's 4-on-4, leaving the Soul Laners in the top. This is a big battle here right now. Swishing the front line on that Rhaegar. Maybe he shouldn't be there, but he is anyway. And Nubrak pushing forward with that Nerubian armor. Gonna get what he can going. And Johanna just barely able to, no! Not able to stop the Tychus in full retreat properly so from Guy's Gems, picking up that second tribute. Nothing you can do here, do it right. Not able to defend that tribute on their own side of the map within their own vision. Let's take a quick look at these talents. Jaina not doing too much on the quest. Nazeebo at 61 stacks, 11 on his toads. Already finishes simple geometry by Hanzo. And this is actually, surprisingly so, going in the favor of the Do It Right team once again. I think with the quest being able to be finished by Hanzo, that's going to help a lot on the poke. Even being down the 2 tributes already, I think they can contest this one, especially before level 10 when they start coming online on the side of Guy's Gems. Both bruiser camps coming down almost simultaneously, but positioned already on their own side of the map. It's Guy's Gems waiting for a little bit of a push in. The arrow's going to come out from Hanzo, going to reveal what's going on here. Tychus properly positioned right there, but you had the blind, you had the Zagara come down, able to stop it. On the front side of this fight, it is the Anubarak pushing through a little bit of the damage and defense, and 3 in a row. It's Guy's Gems picking up all of them. They have the curse going. The red team in big trouble. Uther alone on the bot side. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I missed a Jaina kill here in the mid. I'm assuming it was a Nubrak diving in, getting the kill on that. Top side getting pushed in by minions. Bot side, he had to fight Hanzo. Gonna fall. Must have gotten flipped out by Diablo again. I apologize for missing that one. A nice BB coming out from the Rhaegar. This is a full siege. You got these bruisers doing damage on the mid. You got the Rhaegar and the Diablo getting rid of that wall. On the bot side, the well's about to fall as well. And it looks like Guy's Gems signaling curse almost over. Only 20 seconds left. Let's drop back. Let's pick up that boss of ours while we have the talent here advantage, although you had Do It Right pick up their 10s as well. Let's take a quick peek while we got Time Ancestral, APOC. You got the Odin, of course, Odin, and you got the Gargantuan Cocoon on the right-hand side for Do It Right. You got the D-Shield. You have the Maul, which is surprising on this map. I would have loved to see Nida's Network. The Blessed Shield's going to come out, and we're still holding Jaina and the Hanzo Ultimates for now. But I'd assume it's going to be that Ring of Frost, and there it is, the Dragon's Arrow, everyone's favorite, able to do some CC within the fight or later in the game, use it as a pseudo-global. Top side, we see the Zagara having to get out of there. She sees that that boss is pushing out bot lane, and also on the top you have the siege camp still coming, so she's got to do some defense of her own. Jaina's going to join Zagara in the top lane. And this is going to be Hannibal on the Uther, Tantrum on that Johanna, and Iceman on Hanzo, one of the fastest clears in the game actually, working on that boss. Although Hanzo getting rooted, now going to be behind on this push. What is he able to do? Maybe get some scatter shots, connects a bit there. Does guys, Gems know that they have time to pick up this other boss. They see the Jaina, and it's the Rhaegar and that Nazebo able to pick off the Jaina right there. Zagara gonna have to back off. This mid fort easily gonna be able to be handled. Gonna fall. So that's all 3 forts on the side of Do It Right have already fallen. Only 8 minutes and 45 seconds into this game. A little bit of siege pressure on the bot side. I think they're doing this right, guys. Gems, they are waiting for level 13, and there it is. They now have the Talontier advantage, but they gave up positioning on this boss, and rightfully so. You see Do It Right doing it right, picking up this boss on the top side. Nazebo's there, but nothing he's gonna be able to do to slow them down. This is gonna be the second boss of the game. This time, gonna be pushing up the top lane for Do It Right. So while we have a quick minute, let's take a look at some of these talents. We have Earth Shield coming out at 13 from the Rhaegar. You got Fire Devil. You have That's the Stuff. So a little bit of heal is gonna be coming for Tychus. The Ice Block coming for the Nazebo. And you have the Burning Rage from the Anubarak. Beautiful positioning here for this tribute. Lucky for guys Gems, if I might say so. Oh, Jaina, you are stuck out. You are with the D-Shell gonna come out. Saber and the Maw as well. The Ring of Frost able to connect on Diablo. There's gonna have to be the ancestral healing coming down. The Jaina trying to flank on the bot side, but Spider's connecting. Hanzo in a weird spot because Anubarak's able to burrow in and combo with that bed of barbs coming down, taking out Hanzo. You have the Zagara on the backside having to retreat. So this is 4 tributes in a row for guys Gems now. They are really handling the macro on this map, in position on everything they want, except maybe this boss was their only misplay. Although they are able to clear it, they're able to regroup, send the Rhaegar towards this siege camp, and it looks like the rest of the team is wanting to pick up their own bruiser camp. So it's gonna be double burst pressure coming out here soon for guys Gems in game number 2 of this matchup. Cody Kraz leading the way onto that one. And on the right hand side, he had Do It Right already picked theirs up. Iceman playing the Hanzo, able to quickly do work on that siege camp on the bot side. So it's going to be matched Merc pressure, except in this top lane, the advantage is already in the side of guys Gems. There's going to be no Merc pressure for Do It Right. The siege pressure is going to be coming out from guys Gems, working onto this keep wall. So the defense is going to have to drop from Do It Right if they want to protect against that. But the Trib, it's already here. Gargantuan to drop onto the Uther, defending that. The Ring of Frost connecting on Anubarak and Rhaegar. The Maw gonna follow that one up. We saw the D-Shield come out on a front line. Jaina once again. Ronin having to back it up. The Odin's gonna fall. Not gonna get the kill, but it is gonna be Rhaegar who gets it. You have Anubarak now low health, but this Odin from Cody Kraz able to zone out effectively, and a huge zombie wall gonna fall onto Johanna. Diablo gets the charge and the flip. That's gonna be a full retreat. Iceman, the only one left to do any sort of damage in this, but that's 5 tributes in a row for guys Gems. Now, get to this mid lane, work with your bruisers. You guys are so close to 16. Do what you can to get that going, and it looks like they're signaling this boss is 30 seconds away. They're gonna use their taps. They're gonna get back in this mid lane, I'd imagine. No, they want to set up immediately onto this boss. 20 seconds now. They are going to be ready to immediately jump on it. They're gonna clear out a couple bit of siege here. They are gonna get their 16s rolling. And Do It Right is playing back foot. They have a little bit of damage done onto the top, just a little bit. The bot undamaged, the mid undamaged. But this is another tribute set up properly already. Is guys Gems, they are in position. Johanna leading the way. There's going to be the Toads and the Spiders dropping from Odin on that Nazebo. And you see Cody Kraz waiting to get started, clicking this tribute. And beautiful positioning by Spoogles, trying to hold down that pivot point on that bush there. You see the Maw drop. The ring only connects on Diablo. The cleanse is there from Rhaegar, so he's available. The APOC gonna drop, hitting some guys on the backside. Is Johanna the only one there? The web's gonna drop, and this is a dive on the backline. Lady Ronin and the Hanzo gonna fall at the same exact time. The ice block gonna save Nazebo, and incorrectly placed was that ancestral healing. Not able to connect on Nazebo properly. D-Shield barely saving Uther. Had to use it on himself. Not enough to do anything to stop this. Third tribute, 6 in a row for guys Gems. They just got the second curse of the game. They want the boss. They're gonna pick up a boss right now. I would have loved to see, especially with 3 members already down for Do It Right, push down that bot lane, get that wall started, and then at the end of the curse move on to this. But instead, they want the boss early. They're gonna waste about 45 seconds before they can even move into lane, but nonetheless, they're gonna have a boss and a little bit of the curse still left, and we'll see what happens here. All right, I got a little bit of water drank. Beautiful. They're looking to pick up this vision. Crumbs leading the way with Spoogle, so both tanks leading the way onto the siege camp. They see it. Hannibal, he's out. There's the charge and the flip from Diablo, but the maw from Lady Ronin on that Zagara gonna hold him in place, but Hannibal was stuck on the wrong side of it. Uther, though, he has his trade. He's gonna throw out some heals onto Johanna, but right now there are no healers on the side of Doing It Right. The Ring of Frost connecting on nothing. That's empty. The boss still wailing away at this wall. The Gargantuan doing the same. This is time to get the first keep of the game. There's the Tychus just charging in. Huge. Picking up the double kill. That time is Hanzo and the Zagara falling. The boss is still up. The Odin's gonna drop. They're pushing onto the core. This is Guys Gems looking to pick up game 2. Quickly falling into the core. 70% already. Now down to 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Game over. This one, ladies and gentlemen, is gonna be a split between Guys Gems and Do It Right. So week 1, NGS Division C West. Huge battles here today. It's going to end in a split. Everyone, thank you so much for stopping in today. Let me let's switch scenes for you for a sec. So we saw there we go. So we saw 2 great games. Game 1 went over to Do It Right. Heavy macro play over there on the Dragon Shire. They're able to pick up a lot of those Dragon Knights. The rotations onto the shrines, or the altars, were impeccable to say the least. Able to pick up all the Dragon Knights in that game. We see the exact reverse here on game number 2 in terms of the macro play and the objective, because this time it's Guys Gems able to hold off all of those tributes. They were able to get both of the curses. They had the boss control and the merc control for the majority of the game. The team fight was there. Beautiful play by the Anubarak and the Diablo on the front line, able to secure a hell of a lot of effective damage for their back line. That Tychus came through huge, especially dropping the Odin. Cody Kraz, hey man, appreciate you letting me do this one. Well played, well played. But this is Division C West in NGS. This is season number 3, and Division C, compared to last season, from what I've seen so far, this is the second game I've gotten the cast. This is like a hell of a different cast of teams out here, because there's huge plays being made. You have a lot of players coming in fresh into the scene. I love seeing what I'm seeing. I think a lot of these guys have potential to make a lot of upsets happen and potentially take that top spot for themselves. So GG's, well played. Thank you again for stopping through. I'll try to do a few more of these and hopefully pick up some casts that are on the current patch so we don't have the overlay issues. I can bring in a co-caster. But nonetheless, I had a very good time. I hope you all did. And until next time, I'm Murda signing off, and have a charming evening.